let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes in my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to stop the truth.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Texans are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Chiefs, who will need to solve that secondary.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard. Line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! 1-9! 1-9! Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Again, it's Miller. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Now
the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Covington in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's got some space here. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Over. All right, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Green 39.
Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. To the right side, complete to Escobar. And he'll go down at the 28. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They run it here with Thompson. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On the ground, this is Ware. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Hunt. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Christian Covington in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Miller. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Ohio! 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 Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Ohio! 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 Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Here's Watson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Hunt. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The slot man in motion right. They'll run it again with Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This is Alfred Blue. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's Watson on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Here we go. 38.
Slot man moves right. A first down carry now for Miller. And some room to roam now. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Covington in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Here's Watson now on second down. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Running left is Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. Green, 39. Here we go now.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Ohio, come on, let's go.
In motion is Strong. After the interception, here's Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Tip carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This one from 35 yards away. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Play clock winding down. Now it's Hunt, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30.
They run again with Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Christian Covington in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And the slot man goes in motion left. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the counter, it's Miller. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff to Miller. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. The slot man in motion right. Here's a give to Miller. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go! Grand 38!
Here's Watson, option left. They find some open field here. Fighting down, defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go! What? Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38!
Here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One way to get recognition, partner, make some big plays. Bernardrick McKinney was the only player in the NFL last year with at least 100 tackles and 5 or more sacks. It's a big, long linebacker in the middle, but boy, does he have the ability to bend and make plays.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Slot man moves right.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. This is the running back, Blue. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
2nd down following the run.
Flex round. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, here's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go. Blue line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Forced out to, oh no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Hurry up, here we go.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They begin with a carry for Blue. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. Miller. He's had a big workload here tonight. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now it's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Tamahale. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Thompson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Here we go.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll toss it to Miller, and he's got room. Finding room inside the 40, the 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that surprise?
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. And even 50 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Mahomes now on first down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Throwing now, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again is Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Let's go. Ryan, 38.
Third and long. It's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Here's Shane Leckler now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to